I had to dream in monochrome. Life that they spun.
And I think that's probably where the struggle comes in. And, you know, I bring it back to your question, you know, how does this relate to Primal Heart? Well, you know, it's that title, isn't it? It's like, what is the most kind of core essence that connects us? What is the thing that we have to keep returning to that unites us? Because, you know, we're living in an extremely divided world. I took a couple of trips to Ethiopia in the time of making this record, so that'll take time, you know. That's why it's 4 years as well, as I was doing some soul searching. I was spending time out there, you know. And
don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to step out of your box to create the new one that you want to be.
And hear some new stories, you know. I mean, we hear everything on the news out here, but we're not hearing a lot of what's going down in other parts of the world. And yeah, I think I had that realization, right, that it's like, we're all going through the things, you know, and they're at these different levels of intensity. But I wanted to make a record that spoke to some of those very core, primal, you know, and I guess we go back to that hip-hop thing. It's probably the most hip-hop influenced album because there's a spirit of protest in it, in the sense that, like, I want to speak to those things that make up the human condition. And that's going to take some time. That stuff doesn't come out in a day. So, yeah, 4 years. By the way, I think that's like a great time to make an album. I'm not so sure I'm down with like the whole bust them out every year because I collaborate so much, and it's like I love the idea of side projects, like collaborations with sick artists, and then drop your record when you've got something to say, you know. It's
but you know what? Even though when you're doing that, you still are creating in there. But in this specific moment, it was just 4 years that seemed like, what's happening? Like, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? So it changes. Back in the day, it was a 4-year process between albums, early 90s, stuff like that.
Exactly.
But then it was after, I think Tribe did it, Jay-Z did it, and a few artists did it, where you drop and then it was every year.
Yeah, yeah. And someone sets the precedent. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Totally.